with meteorologist Sam Lane.
And good evening, everyone. This is meteorologist Sam Lane with an update for you on the severe weather as we've been watching it and developing it. We now have a new severe thunderstorm warning in effect for parts of western Oklahoma. This warning was just issued and is for northeastern Washita County and southeastern Custer County until 8:30, and that's on this storm right here near New Cordell. And in fact, we have some pictures of this storm in the New Cordell area. First, before I show you that, I wanted to show you the severe thunderstorm watch that is in effect until 2 a.m., which includes western Oklahoma, south central Oklahoma, and also parts of central Oklahoma. Also another severe thunderstorm watch in effect for the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles. Here's the two warnings that are in effect for Oklahoma: Roger Mills County and also there Washita County and Custer County. And I wanted to show you some pictures from Twitter that we're getting. This is the storm near New Cordell. I believe that's the county courthouse right there. So you can see these storms developing in that area and producing mainly large hail as the primary threat from these storms. Let's go back to radar and we'll zoom in on that particular storm. You can see here's New Cordell right here. The core of the storm is just to the north of there, near Bessie, or just south and west of Bessie, east of Burns Flat. And you can see some hail reports right there. See hail reported there, around pea-sized hail. So small hail reported on the western edge of the storm, but the core is right here between Bessie and New Cordell. It's moving up to the north and east, so folks in Corn or just to the north of Corn is going to be in the primary path of that particular storm. Then, of course, we have the severe thunderstorm warning further out towards the west, and this is a pretty mean storm. This is the one that is in the far eastern Texas Panhandle, moving into western Roger Mills County, just to the north and west of Reagan. And earlier we were seeing rotation on this storm. In fact, let's look at the velocities real quick. And well, it looks like it's kind of gusting out here. You can see winds blowing towards the radar very strongly and away right here. But there's like this zero line. So, you know, if there was a rotation in the storm, it's going to be right back in here, still in the eastern part of the Texas Panhandle. But we're going to keep an eye on it. Let's go to a different radar. Let's look at Amarillo and see if we can get a better perspective on that. And you can still see some rotation. The green here is where winds are blowing towards the radar, and then these bright yellows and reds are away from the radar. So this is a broad circulation. It's not a very tight couplet, but there is a broad level circulation right here with this storm, and it's moving into western Roger Mills County. So folks in those areas, just be ready to take cover at a moment's notice if threatening weather does approach. But again, the primary threat from these storms are not going to be tornadoes. It's going to be the large hail and very heavy rainfall and maybe a little bit of damaging winds. That's the primary threat from these storms this evening. But with it still being the sun being out, and it is April, it is late April, we always have to be concerned about the potential for possible rotation. And I'm watching this storm near New Cordell. You can see winds blowing towards the radar here, away from the radar here. So there's a broad level circulation on the south side of that storm, but nothing really that stands out that says tornado. So we'll continue to monitor these storms as they develop and grow. We also have another storm now developing over here in Caddo County near Anadarko, just to the west of Anadarko. In fact, we're getting hail reports now in Anadarko of around ½ an inch. So this storm will likely also have a severe thunderstorm warning on it shortly. And if so, that would be for northern Grady County and eastern parts of Caddo County and perhaps even southeastern parts of Canadian County. So we're going to watch that storm as it continues to move up towards the north and east, towards Gracemont, Pocasset, and eventually on up towards Minco, Tuttle, and Amber. So the storm is just now getting organized over Anadarko, moving to the north and east. No warning on it right now, but hail is already being reported up to ½ inch size diameter. And in order to be severe, they have to be an inch in diameter or larger. So we'll continue to watch that storm as it continues to develop and move up towards the north and east. And all these storms are developing along a boundary, and this boundary is separating the warm, moist air from the south and drier air to the north. So there's definitely a boundary in here, and a lot of this is developing elevated first. It's not surface-based. It's because the air aloft is being lifted, and as it rises over in this area, we're getting these thunderstorms developing, and that's going to continue. For the rest of the evening, we're going to see more and more storms developing back along in through this area, and likely producing hail, damaging winds, heavy rain, and so that's why the severe threat is going to be increasing as we go through the evening hours, and that's why this storm watch is in effect until 2 a.m. That just goes to show you how long we expect to be dealing with this. Then we have another round of severe weather tomorrow that's primarily going to be affecting southeast Oklahoma. So it's going to be a pretty busy 48 hours here. And of course, we'll keep you advised right here at the National Storm Channel. Have